Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So it is Friday, it is Bank Holiday Friday, so we are dressed in normal clothes. Yes, no gym clothes today. I've just done Thai boxing, so feeling good. But this week's hasn't been the best, I'm not going to lie, because I've had a chest infection and I've had some illness which has absolutely wrote me off. So since the 18k on Sunday, I knew that I didn't feel right, and then from that point I've been downhill, bang, exploded. So we haven't run this week, we haven't really trained this week. Well, we had 2 sessions, but you know, they were light. And then this weekend we are going to try and attempt to do, well, we've got 13k plan, we're going to do a little bit more. So I think it's a lucky really, because this week is deload week. So if I wanted to have a rest, this would be the week that you actually do it, because mileage drops down, we're meant to be recovering anyway. So yeah, it's not too bad, but it just affects your mentality a little bit when you have been pushing things all the time, feeling good, and then you have one shit run, and then it affects you mentally. So I started to have them questions of, can I do this? Is it going to affect me? You know, can I do the marathon? And so on and so forth. But as I said, at the end of the day, we're always going to have them types of runs. We're always going to have them good days, then bad days, and it's just about turning up. So as soon as I get back to running on Sunday, I think it should hopefully breed some confidence into me. So if I aim to do a 13k and maybe put like a couple more km on the clock, so 15 to 18, I think that'll put me in pretty good stead. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for this weekend. So I thought I would start the vlog here. We're going to make a sandwich, the most underrated things in the world: bread in the air fryer, the Subway rolls from Aldi. If you haven't had them before, highly recommend them. We've mixed up some chicken with some, what was it, garlic, a bindi, and peri salt. Some more chicken with that, some lettuce, a little bit of burger sauce, a little bit of cheese, and job's a good one. So that's what we're going to start our bank holiday afternoon with, before we spend some time with the family later. So yeah, see you soon. Yes team, happy Sunday. This is what Sundays are about with running. No one is about. So I decided to start the route off from the house, just so I can head to the park, which is about 10k, do a couple of laps of that. So we're just en route there now to meet the team and getting this run done. So yeah, I said this week's been a bit down because I've been ill, but I want to get out today, Easter Sunday, and get something ticked off. So yeah, full video is about this run, and I'll speak to you a little bit in the future about some tips to go with running as well. There we have it, 5k in the bag. Average pace is 5:25, so feeling good, just trying to stay around this pace. We've got a little bit of a downhill now, right into the park, so just aim to keep that pace, but feeling alright. Chest is a little bit, as you can probably tell, a bit sore, but yeah, feeling okay so far, so let's keep going. Here we go, 15k in, average pace still 5:20, so yeah, feeling good. Don't know how long I'm going to do, 18 or 21, I'll just see what the guys so yeah, let's go. Woo. There we have it, half marathon in the bag, 1:52:41. So I'll end up doing a half marathon because I just felt good, like I was running with the team. It's going to do 15k, 18k, but I thought, why not do a half marathon, and again feel that confidence back up that I lost last week, because obviously had to stop early. So yeah, feel so much better after that. Happy with the pace, happy with how I felt, and again, if I could sort of keep that as a minimum pace when I do the marathon, I'll be happy days. So, and then start to focus on negative splitting from here. So yeah, felt good, really happy. Let's go and grab a coffee, let's go. Nice clean shoes, after being in the washing machine. Highly recommend. And what a day for Easter Sunday. About time. White day, you have a straw? It's not bad. So we are back home and we are refueled. So I thought I would talk a little bit about racing shoes or running shoes, because we were having this conversation before when we were running about the different types of shoes and stuff like that. And I always get questions about what shoes should I buy and stuff like that. So as you probably tell, I've got quite a few shoes. I've got everything in terms of my first ever marathon shoes, which were Vaporflies. I've had the Alpha Flies. I've got 2 pairs of them, which again are like the record breaking shoes. I've recently picked up 2 pairs of Endorphins, so the Speeds and the Pros. These are the Pros. And I want to give a little bit of a review about what I would recommend. And to be honest, out of this lineup, these are my favorite shoes. And you might be thinking, why? So it's so with running shoes, it's difficult because it's person dependent. It's more about preference. Obviously, you've got to take into different factors. You've got to think about how they look, what the purpose of them is. So what I mean by that is, when I first bought the marathon shoes, which were these ones, I was thinking, I need to get that extra edge. I need to get that extra 10%. I need to be faster. But they may definitely make you faster, but when you're spending 4.5 hours, which is what I spent my first marathon on, in them shoes, they're not very comfortable. So it's about what you recommend for things. So I always think, like, if you want a fast shoe, you want something like this, like a Vaporfly or like an Endorphin Speed, something that's really lightweight, something that hasn't got so much bounce, and it's just about getting you from A to B as quick as possible. So that's more like a track shoe, in my opinion, or like a shorter distance run. That's what I recommend for them. The Alpha Flies, so you've probably seen every influencer on the planet with a pair of these, and they are, because these are really good. But again, same thing, I don't find these very comfortable at all. And apparently the new ones are better just because of this. See how thin the sole is in the middle? A lot of blisters pop up in the middle of the arches of your foot. So yes, these are a good shoe. These are a fast shoe, but again, what is the purpose of them? If you're running a 3-hour marathon, 100%, because it's about getting as much bounce out of these and getting the job done. Whereas I fall in the middle. I'm 96 kilos, so I'm a bit of a heavier runner. I'm not the fastest runner in the world, but these have a nice mixture of both. So your Endorphin Pros, again, all 3 of these are carbon plated, so that means that they're very light. And these ones are the Endorphin Pros. So they've got a thicker sole, they've got a good bounce, a good amount of support, and as you can probably tell by that sole, is that it's quite a wider shoe right the way throughout, whereas they go in narrow, as you can see there, and they go in narrow. So I've not had any issues with these for having them on my feet for long runs. I've done a few half marathons in them, and again, they feel absolutely fine. No blisters, like not even sore feet, whereas them killed me ankles, them killed my feet, whereas these fall right in the middle. So it again depends, but if you are a heavier runner like me, or you are going to be running a marathon on your feet for 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever it is, go with something a little bit more comfier. Although they are the influencer shoe of the century and they're really, really good and they're a record breaking shoe and all that, they're not very comfy to wear for more than like a couple of hours. So I would definitely recommend a pair of Endorphin Pros. The new ones are meant to be sick as well, so they might be the marathon shoe. Good question. Put in the comment section, what do you think my new marathon shoe should be? I haven't really looked. Again, I like these, so I might get the new ones of these, but let me know in the comments, what marathon shoe should I be going for? And again, hope you found it a bit useful, but just find shoes that A, look good, B, obviously can help you perform, is the ultimate, the cause of them. But number 3, also comfortable, because I've done that with these 2 shoes, first marathon, second and third marathon. And I think these ones, or the newer version of them, are going to be my 4th marathon shoe. So only time will tell if it hits a PB. So this is where I usually round the video off, but obviously this week hasn't been the best in terms of running or recording. So I'm going to hold off. I'm going to take you with me to my first gym session of the week, which is either today or tomorrow. We're debating because it's Easter Sunday if we're going to have time. Tomorrow, I'll take you through a full body day as well, either down at Transfit or at Athelus. So that's what we're going to next. Happy Bank Holiday Monday. So this morning we got a session down in at TRYB. We actually got a upper body push session in, so instead of a full body, and that's because I forgot that I changed my split. So from last week we actually started doing upper body push, upper body pull, and then a full body 3 days a week. So we started that split last week and we started to progress on that from this week. So as you can see here, I'm actually enjoying training down at TRYB as opposed to fellas. Over the last 12 months or so, I haven't really been focused on progress too much in the gym. I've been ticking a box in a fellas, but when I go here, I feel like I get a really, really good session. And so we started with the hammer strength shoulder press machine. I really enjoyed that machine, and then we went on to a chest press. So as you can see here, my drop off on my chest is ridiculous. So the first set we got 45 kgs for 8 to 10, and in the second set we got 4 reps. So I decided to drop that down to 27 and a halves and just focus on intention, focusing on squeezing, give myself a little look there to make sure that I'm getting as much range of motion on the chest, but actually squeezing through the chest itself as opposed to just getting it from A to B, which is something that a lot of men do and something that I've struggled with in the past as well. And then from there, went into my favourite machine in the gym, which is the pec deck. Again, Athelis hasn't got one of these, so I've absolutely missed this. And again, the big thing with this is I'm just thinking about how can I attack my chest as much as possible? How can I squeeze through that chest as much as possible? And how can I get my elbows together as much as possible? Most people try and get their wrists together, take all of the tension off their actual chest, or put a little bit too much focus on their front delt, whereas I'm trying to squeeze a pencil between me tits. That's a good way of thinking about it. Just literally trying to squeeze that together as much as possible, controlling the range even when it's burning like it is here, and getting a full set out on that. So I've been really enjoying that machine. From there, always do like 2 exercises on tricep to finish a push session. So this one I racked straight away, which was a tricep push down machine, which is the first time I've tried it. It actually felt alright, like it was a good position. It was actually quite comfortable, didn't feel anything on my shoulder or anything taken over. The only negative is that I'm struggling to stay sat down. There's no seat belt or anything like that. There's like a foot pad, but it wasn't doing the job. But yeah, felt good to get about 12 to 15 reps on that for 3 sets. And then obviously double right rope tricep extension, but I tried it with this new handle which I've never seen before. It's got this fixed patterned grip, like a molded grip, which is really, really nice, and the rope length was really, really good as well. So this felt amazing on my triceps, around 10 to I think I got 8 to 10 reps on this. I did struggle with it, to be honest, but it felt really, really good after doing that tricep push down machine. So yeah, I definitely use that in the next sessions moving forward. Struggling to get that last rep in. That's failure. And again, something that I want to be focused on a little bit more this year, or the rest of this year, is arm development. So with long arms, my arms actually look small. So I'm trying to get them a little bit longer, a little bit thicker. So especially the amount of vests that I'm wearing going into these runs. So I started to add a little bit of bicep work, on the end of most sessions. Full range of motion in this on a bicep curl machine, fully lengthened on both sides, and aiming for around 8 to 12 again. Only challenge that I found on this one is that my left arm is strong and good, whereas this right arm, the shoulder and the position just feels all over the place. As you can see, I'm struggling to I look a little bit gammy, to be fair, I'm a bit all over the place. So something that I'm going to be focused on fixing in the future, but that's the good thing about doing single arm stuff, is you're not overcompensating if you're doing both at the same time. So that's something that I'll be doing moving forward. And then lastly, I seen this by another YouTuber, TM Cycles, really, really good variation of cable crunch. So a seated lat pull down cable crunch. If you know me, I get cramp after 5 reps on abs, which is ridiculous, and I don't know why. So we've been going really, really heavy for around 3 sets of 5 reps and getting that cramp feeling straight away, which is not a nice feeling, but it's what I'm working with at the moment. That's it. The vlog has came to an end. So again, last week wasn't the best week in the world. Deload, illness, not too much going on, and things have quickly changed going into this week. So we've got 2 big training sessions going on this weekend, so it's all going to be captured. Saturday we have a high rock simulation. So if you look back to the one that I did a few videos ago, we've got about 10 of the team doing that, so I'm getting involved in that, which will be fun, scary but fun. And then on the Sunday, which is the day after, we've got a long run, which is 30 kilometers. So that's the second longest run that we will do before the 34k in a couple of weeks. So it's a big week of training this week. Again, compared to last week, it's a complete
flip on its head, but I'm looking forward to getting back into training this week fully. So it started with a bang on a Monday morning. Let's get after it this week. If you do find these videos useful, helpful, inspirational, valuable, whatever, please do drop them a like, please do drop them a comment and subscribe. But that's 303 subscribers, which is amazing. Again, that's amazing for me. I'm happy. Let's try and get this baby to 500 and into the 1,000. So I need your help to do that. I can't do that on my own. Like it, subscribe it, do all your things that you can, because it does push it to other people. So I appreciate the support as always. Hope you find these useful, and I'll catch you for the weekend's antics. It's going to be a big one.